You see, there are two worlds in this whole business space that we have right now. We have the businesses that are starving for leads, starving for more traffic, but already making insane amounts of money. And then we have the businesses who are flooded in leads, flooded in traffic, but they can't seem to convert them into a dollar, right? And in this video, I'm going to explain exactly how you can merge the two together and how you can turn your organic marketing strategy into a money-making machine. And you might be wondering why you should even listen to me. My name is Skier. I've been doing organic marketing and short-form content for over 4 years now, and I have clients generate millions of revenue every single year without spending a single dollar on ads. Take one of my clients, Jacob, for example, who generated 65 million views in the last 30 days and generated $136,000 US in the last 30 days as well. And the best part is, in order to get these results, he didn't spend a single dollar on ads. Or Cameron Eastwood, who had 21 million views in just 7 days and 40 million views on his Instagram account in the last 30 days. You see, the results are insane. I kindly and frankly know what I'm doing, and I want to show you and explain to you what it is that I do and how you can implement the same. Now, you have a ton of videos on my channel explaining more about social media, but in this video, my promise to you is as follows. Because at the end of this video, you have a clear understanding of this content marriage framework that you can implement, and at the end of the video, I'll even explain to you a 30-day plan that you can go ahead and implement for yourself so you can get similar results like these. And the proof, besides the results that I just showed you, we had Eric Klopper go from 0 to 1 million views in just 30 days and 3xing his followers in just 30 days as well, implementing the exact same framework. Or we have Ruben Onua, who scaled his page from 40k followers to 290,000 followers on Instagram in less than 1.5 years. And some people take decades in order to get results like this, and we managed to do it in just 1.5 years. Now, these are the exact topics that I will be covering in this video: why your current content strategy is not working. Then the second thing that we'll do is the step-by-step framework that we use in order to make this content strategy work. Then I will help you and explain you a little bit about how we do this for our clients. And then at the end, I will give you the 30-day plan that you can go ahead and implement. Now, if you want to learn more about social media marketing, content, and turning your personal brand into a money-making machine as an info product seller, a coach, a mentor, doesn't matter, just hit that subscribe button, because I literally share everything for free on my channel, and you can just simply go ahead and implement it for yourself. You see, most businesses approach the content strategy backwards. They just post, and then they see like, oh, is this video working? I don't know. They make decisions based off of feelings, and they basically are just shooting their shot without even being able to look at what's actually working. And the hard truth that will come from doing all this work is simply views. A lot of views even, but a lot of these guys, they can't seem to convert the viewers into sales. And at the end of the day, we want to make sure we can pay the bills, and 1,000 views or 1,000,000 views is not directly going to be paying the bills. So here are the biggest problems that I see, and also the biggest mistakes that I see people make when they are trying to turn their personal brand into a money-making machine and actually convert all the attention that you're getting into a sale for your product or service. You see, the first thing that they do wrong is the silo effect, meaning they don't have their sales team and marketing team communicate together in order to see what's working. Because your sales team can give direct feedback to the marketing team about the leads that they are getting through organic marketing. And if they don't communicate, the marketing team might think, oh, we're doing a great job because we're getting millions and millions of views. But if all the views are from third world countries or people that have no money or unqualified prospects, then the sales team is gonna be like, yo, great, we have all these views, but we need conversions. We want to make the money, right? So you have to make sure that these two parts of your businesses are working together, have meetings on a weekly basis, so they can strategize on the quality of the people that are coming through the organic marketing strategy. Then we have the vanity metrics trap that a lot of people are dealing with when they're building a brand or just doing social media in general. They think they get insane results, getting millions of views and followers, and they think they're doing a great job, but at the end of the month, they only made $1,000, even though they got millions of views, right? You don't want this because the views don't pay the bills. Now, what you need to be looking at is the amount of money that you're making and the type of people that is coming through the organic marketing strategy, so you can tweak your organic marketing strategy to actually attract high value prospects to your profile, to your brand, that are willing to convert and buy your product or service. Then we have the platform dependency. It's also a big mistake that a lot of people make because they only are active on one single platform, and then the algorithm changes, they don't know what to do, they don't know how to stay on top of trends, they lose the traction that they have on the account, and therefore it's not a growing revenue part of your business, right? So what you want to do is you want to focus on all the platforms, but make sure you stay on top of the algorithm. Now, this might be hard and you can't be doing this by yourself. You have to build a solid marketing team in order to achieve this goal. Or you can hire an agency, but with the agencies too, you want to make sure that it's actually an agency that wants to scale your brand and actually gets you the results that you are looking for, rather than just having the typical agency that you pay 5K every single month and then they pretty much don't do anything. They don't increase revenue, they don't increase views or followers, they just don't do anything, right? Then the last thing that a lot of people are doing wrong is they think, oh, let me sit down, let me make 40 short form videos, post them on the account, and that's it, I did the organic marketing for the month. Backwards, you have to strategize every single video, and it's way better to create one video with the right strategy, the right framework, and really putting a lot of time and effort into it so that you can get the results that you want, rather than making 100 of videos without a strategy, getting mediocre results, getting low quality people to your profile. It's just going to be a waste of time. So really just focus on strategizing the content well and actually going for that quality. You see, one of our fitness coaches that is a client of us, he was posting 5 times every single day thinking he's doing a great job, but at the end of the month he was only making 3K, right? Spending so much time and hours on making videos and not getting a return on his investment. So in order to change that, you really have to focus on getting the quality right, getting the script right, and actually attracting the people that you need to attract to your personal brand. Now, let's dive into the content marriage framework and how it actually works. You see, content isn't about promoting yourself. It's about providing actual value that people can go ahead and implement into their life, their relationships, or their business so that they can remember you, trust you, and like you more, because that's what's going to convert them from a viewer into a follower. You see, think of content as the dating phase of your clients, right? If you start dating with someone and all that person can do is talk about themselves, then you're not going to be interested in the person. But let's say that person starts providing value and asking you questions and actually being valuable and informational for your life, then you're going to start liking that person. And it's the same with content. You can't just promote yourself over and over again. You have to give people something. You see, with organic marketing, the thing is you just have to keep making it, thinking of it as a nurturing aspect. And this is exactly what Alex Hormozi explains as well. The more nurturing you do, eventually the people will convert into a sale. You can't just keep asking for their information, their email, their phone number, their sale, their credit card information. You have to just give, nurture them with value and information. So here's exactly how to do this right, and this is what I call the topic matrix. You basically have one axis where you have your clients, ideal clients profile, pain points, and then you have the other axis where you have all the things that you are an expert in. And then each intersection that you have on that matrix is exactly what you can use in order to create videos about. All the topics that collapse with each other, whether that be problems that your clients might have or expertise that you might have, you can create videos about. Then we have the content extraction method. And this is another great concept that Alex Hormozi explains, where you can just go ahead and look at your calendar and see the meetings that you had, see the calls that you had during that week, and what were the topics that were discussed on those calls. Whether that be with your clients or your team, you can turn these topics into content ideas for your personal brand. And it's actually going to be great because it's direct feedback from all the information that you're getting from your business, and you implement it into content ideas and post it up on your channel. Then we have the quality multiplier. What should you focus on when creating content ideas? And the first thing that you want to focus on is the promise. What do you promise to your audience before making this video? Then the second thing is the problem. What problem are you solving for the audience? What issues do they have that you are solving within these videos? Then the step-by-step guide. How long and what steps are you going to take your audience through in order for them to get towards the end of the video? And this is the exact approach that we have used for Cameron Eastwood, for example, that generated that 21 million views in just 7 days on his TikTok page. And if you don't believe me, just feel free to check out his TikTok page where you can actually see the numbers yourself. The next thing and the next step that you want to do for the content marriage framework is the strategic distribution. You see, most businesses either create amazing content, but they can't seem to get people to watch the videos, or they pay an agency, like how I explained, that pretty much doesn't do anything all month, and at the end of the month keep asking you for the 5K deal that you signed with them, but you just can't seem to get the results. In this case, you want to use the omnipresent illusion strategy. Now let me explain. You want to identify 1 or 2 platforms that your ideal client profile is most active on. Because why spend all this time on different platforms when you know that your ideal client profile is spending most of his time on Instagram and TikTok, right? That's where you want to double down on those two platforms because you know that's where the conversions will come from. You see, with Jacob Levenrod, we tried doing everything: X, Twitter, Threads, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, YouTube Longform, but at the end of the day we figured out that all the revenue was coming from Instagram, so we decided to stop posting on TikTok, stop wasting our time on LinkedIn and X, and just double down on Instagram. And that's really what got us the results, the 65 million views and $136,000 cash collected, because we focused on something that we knew our ideal client profile was spending most of the time on. Then you have a way to optimize for content, right? Because you create one long form video just like this. Well, what is it that you can do next? You can turn a long form video into 7 short form video and also 30 posts for smaller platforms if you want to spend time on it, like Threads, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn or X. That way you utilize one piece of content and the whole script that you made, and you can turn that script into smaller posts, smaller short form videos that you can go ahead and distribute under all the other platforms. You see, even from this YouTube video alone, we will be able to create 7 short form videos, about 30 or 40 threads, 30 or 40 X posts, a LinkedIn post, a LinkedIn promo post, an Instagram story. We can do so many things with just this one single video that just puts us out there on the market. And we only had to prepare this video once because we focused on preparing an insanely valuable long form video, and we already knew that the value was there, so we can use that same information and split it up into smaller videos for short form content. Now, what happens when we post a video? What can we do in order to boost even more engagement for us to get more views on our profile and get more conversions for a product or sale? Right after posting the video, you can send it to your family, you can send it to your friends or colleagues to fully watch the video and leave a comment. Now, you can also post a long form video on your Instagram story and do a $100 giveaway, for example, where for everyone that has the top comment, you just give them $100, and that way you can increase the amount of comments under a video. That way you boost the engagement within the first hour, and every single platform will reward this because it's a sign for them that people like the video, and more people will need to see this video in order to keep them on the platform. Now, let's dive into step number 3, which is the conversion bridge. At the end of the day, we all want to make money, and that's also what this whole strategy is all about. So we have the Goodwill Bank, and this is a concept that Alex Hormozi explains very well. And you see, every valuable content piece is a deposit into the Goodwill Bank. But every time you ask for something, or you want their emails or their phone numbers, or you want their credit card details, you are asking for something, right? And all we want to focus on is give. We want to give as much information, as much value, as much things that people can actually go ahead and implement into their business, life, relationships, whatever the case may be. We never want to ask. Organic marketing should only be about giving, and you can leave all the CTAs and the asking for your paid advertisement. And if you do decide to use asks within your organic marketing videos, then you want to make sure that for every 3 videos where you give something, you can only ask 1. So within 4 videos, just make sure within 3 videos you actually give them value, and in 1 video you can ask for something or do a CTA or send them to your link in bio, send them to your highlights, whatever the case may be, or the funnel might be. Make sure you give as much as you can. You see, one of my clients, Jacob, we focused on actually providing a ton of value within the videos that we were making, as well as on YouTube, as well as on Shorts, and that way people were actually interested in conversions. Now, the first thing that we focused on in order to convert these people after making all the videos is nurturing them on their stories, nurturing them with client results, results of the revenue that we're making, results of the information that we're having, or results of the lifestyle that we're living. And that's what actually will get people across the line and convert them into a DM where your seller can book the call and close them on the closer call, right? So all we did was just focus on giving and never asking for anything, because that's what we do in the ads. Then we have the invisible funnel, and this is also very important for conversions, because you want to create natural bridges and just not sell directly from the videos that you're making. And what does a natural bridge look like, you might be wondering? The answer is pretty simple. You see, you can make expanded versions of your videos that are extremely valuable, that people can only watch when they leave their email or phone number. And without even asking for it, they think, okay, he's been giving so much value in his free videos, I want to watch this expanded version as well, and all I have to do is give my email. That sounds like a great deal. And that's why you want to do more of it, because that way you can actually collect information that you can use in order to reach out to these people and nurture them even more on an email list, or just give them a phone call from one of your setters. Then the other thing that you can do is connect each content topic specifically to one of the offers that you're selling, because each offer is most likely solving a very specific problem or getting someone from their current situation to their desired situation. And you can create content assets around all these problems and also these situations that people are in order for them to get warmed up and nurture them, and they wouldn't even notice it. But if you make videos about this, people will actually go ahead and convert into a customer. Then you have direct response ads, or ads that I like to call retargeting ads, for anyone that has ever watched a organic video of you who is already nurtured, you already gave them the value, most likely they already like and trust you. You can run ads to, and it's gonna be way easier to get these people to fill out the form, get your product, go to your website, because they watched the organic videos first and you already gave them some value. So before you even see the ad and before they even see the ad, you already gave them some free value. And you know this by the Facebook platforms, and with the Facebook platforms you can run paid advertisement to the people who have watched your organic content, and therefore it's super easy for them to convert because they already trust you, because you gave them the value and you gave them already so much information, and therefore it's such a no-brainer for them, so when you ask in the ads, to interact with it. So here's a real-time example of everything that I just explained for one of our e-commerce coaches that we actually helped and scale his personal brand and his coaching to over 55K every single month. We focused on pure educational content about the e-commerce space and what people can actually do in order to get results with e-com. Then we gave them free templates and free apps that people can go ahead and implement to their own e-commerce stores, so that it becomes even more valuable. And they think, oh my god, he gave us the apps, he gave us the informations, he gave us so much stuff. Imagine what will happen when I buy his coaching. It will be so incredibly valuable, and that's why you want to give away as much as you can within your organic videos. Then we started running ads towards his coaching, but we did the retargeting ads for everyone that saw one of his organic videos. We ran ads to that group of people because they were already ready to convert into a sale, because they already got something from us for free and most likely even implemented it into their own business. And that way we managed to get over $55,000 cash collected in a single month for one of our ecom coaches that we actually helped scale his personal brand. Now this is the exact value ladder that you need to implement for your business that will get people all the way from a free viewer to a customer, right? Because at the end of the day, that's our goal, and we can do this with simple steps, and in each and every step of the way we can actually get a little bit of money from them and also give them a lot of value back so that they are ready to convert into our high ticket offer. Now, the first thing that you want to do, of course, is provide as much free value in your videos as possible. Then you have a lower in-step offer that people can just buy for $100 that provides insane amounts of value, but it's actually something very simple. And usually it's something that you can make once, but keep selling forever. This can be an ebook, a normal book, a blueprint, a mini course on how people can implement certain things within their business. And once they bought that offer and it's so special, that offer will eventually lead to your next offer, which can be your core solution offer. For example, a $500 to $2,000 mentorship program where they get the full course A to Z on how to do everything themselves, but they do not get one-on-one support. And that's the last high ticket upsell that you can do, is you offer a one-on-one mentorship for people that they can get direct access to you, have maybe one-on-one calls with you or group coaching calls with you for an even higher ticket price, something along the lines of $8,000 to $10,000 and people go through that whole funnel, but they don't even know it, because at first they're watching it for free. They think, yo, this is valuable. Then they pay $100, they get insane amounts of value. Then they pay $500 to $2K. They think, oh, this course has changed my life. Then they want to take it to the next step with the mentorship, and they pay you the $8K to $12K offer that you are offering for your mentorship. Now, you want to make sure when you build out this whole process that each and every single step of this process is giving your clients immediate results. If they buy a $100 blueprint, they should be able to get results from buying that $100 blueprint. If they watch a full course, they should be getting insane numbers already with, for example, their e-com store. And then if they buy the one-on-one mentorship, they should be even getting crazier results. You can't just give and ask money for stuff that's not actually valuable and not getting people the results that they deserve and they want. because then they will never go from the $100 offer to the next ticket to the next ticket. If you mess up on the $100 offer, no one is gonna go to the next steps. Now let me actually show you how we implement this strategy for our clients and how we get them the results that we get. So to start off with Jacob Levenworth, we actually had 65 million views in the last 30 days and $136,732 cash collected in 30 days as well. That being said, insane numbers, but again, with the right strategies, with the right funnel, you can get the same results. So what we did, as I explained before, we focused on the two platforms that were most profitable for us, which was YouTube long form and Instagram Reels, right? Because on Instagram Reels is where the conversion happens, and on YouTube long form videos is where the real nurturing happens. If someone watches a long form video from your YouTube channel, it's super likely that they will eventually convert into a sale. Now, once we started boosting the Instagram account, we funneled all the people to the YouTube account, nurturing them, then getting them back onto the Instagram account where they would DM us if they ever needed help. And we would use to do this with posting stories with CTAs like, if you need our help or if you need guidance in any way possible, just DM us the word help or just DM us the word guidance. And then a seller would take over from there. The seller would book them in for a call. The closer will hop on the call and close them for the product or service. Then another example is Cameron Eastwood running a TikTok shop offer, teaching people how to make money online with TikTok shop. And his story is pretty crazy, and you can actually go ahead and watch his testimony on my channel. But we had 21 million views in 7 days. We actually created an insane trend that converted people into DMs, and therefore he made $53,000 in his first month, all off of organic marketing, just helping people how to make money on TikTok shop. Now, the way we did this is we first went insanely viral with the trend and lifestyle videos. Then once we had the traction going, we transitioned over into valuable talking videos. That way people will actually convert. And once the people started to convert, we nurtured them more and more on the Instagram stories, making sure that they get value from the stories, hop into the DMs, and that's where they get set for a call, closer takes the call, and they get closed for the product or service. And last but not least, and I have many more guys that I've helped and get results with, but our most recent result that we got was Eric Klopper, a lawyer in the United States, that we actually got over 1 million views within the first 30 days and tripling his audience with people that are ready to support his movement, right? Because he is running a movement against all these states within the US, and he is just trying to get more people to support his movement and to help him beat the states and help him sue the states. So that being said, audience is a very big and key thing for him that he can lever in order to win from the states, get more support, get more donations in order to get the results that he wants. Now, what did we focus on? We solely focused on informational videos about the movement that he is doing. And if you don't believe the results, you can simply go ahead and watch it on his Instagram, but the results are absolutely insane. 1 million views in the last 30 days, I think tripled his audience, about 70,000 shares in the last 30 days, meaning people are actually resonating with it, sharing it to other people as well. Now, as promised, here is the 30-day implementation plan that you can go ahead and implement into your business so you can actually get similar results and actually turn your personal brand into something that's generating revenue on a daily consistent basis. Now, this is going to be your schedule for week 1, and the first 1 or 2 days, you want to review the content that you already posted and see what's going on there. What might be already working, what is not working, do you like the way it looks, do you think it will actually work, did you look at your competitors? Then days 3 and 4, you want to create your topics matrix. Remember, with the axis where you have all the pain points of your clients, and then the axis with all the skills that you have and the information that you can provide to the people watching you on social media. Then on day 5, you want to choose the platform that you are going to spend most time on. So you really got to understand with your ICP, who is spending most time on which platform. If your ICP is spending all their time on Instagram, focus on creating content for Instagram and spending all your time on that specific platform. Then on day 6 and 7, you want to set up the content documentation system, planning when you're going to be filming, planning what you're going to be filming, and making sure that what you're filming is actually of true quality. Then on week 2, with the days number 8 and 9, you want to create one content piece that follows the promise proof path. Right? You want to give them the promise, you want to show the proof that you can actually help them, and then you want to give them the path within that video how you're actually going to be able to help them. Then once you're done with that video, you want to optimize it into at least 7 short form videos, or maybe even smaller platform things like X, Twitter or LinkedIn posts, so that you can have one piece of content and utilize it for as many platforms as possible. Then on day 12, you want to implement your visibility loop strategy, right? You want to make sure that you have the invisible funnel ready for people to go ahead from your content piece and convert into a sale for your product or service. Then on day 14 and 13, you want to just schedule and make sure that you understand when you're going to be posting which piece of content, whether that be on LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, doesn't matter. You want to know exactly when you're going to be posting and also when the next batch of content has to be ready. Then on the days 15 and 16 in week 3, you want to see where you can upgrade your content. Can you film it better? Is the script great? Is the editing great? How can you improve the content that you already posted and make new content for it? Then on day 17 and 18, you want to set up an email nurturing sequence for everyone that gets you the premium content and you get their email from. They are nurtured with an email list so that you can go ahead and nurture them more and give more value on those emails so that you can actually go ahead and convert them eventually. Because at the end of the day, the more you give, the more money that you are going to be making from your personal brand. Then on the days 19 and 20, you can even expand and increase the quality of your invisible funnel and see if you maybe need to be making a landing page, maybe need to make more pages with more valuable videos that people can watch, or maybe just change the whole funnel overall if it's not working. Then on day 21, you want to create your first content to offer bridge, meaning that you have a piece of content and that piece of content is directly bridging the gap between the piece of content and the offer. So that way, whenever people watch that video, they already kind of know what service it is that you're providing. And the more you can talk about it, the more interested people will get about the offer that you have. Then in the last week, you want to focus a lot on data. So on the days 22 and 23, you want to focus on every single piece of data that you have gotten from every social media platform. So that's views, likes, comments, saves, shares, the amount of DMs you've gotten, the amount of people that watched all the way through the video. Because that way you can analyze the content that you made and see what's actually working and what's performing well. Once you understand what's working and what's performing well, because of the data that these social media platforms are giving you, you can go ahead, implement it into new content and get insane results over and over again. Because at the end of the day, it's not about the feelings that you have with creating content, it's about the data that you're getting from the social media platforms, showing you exactly what people like and what people don't like, and therefore giving you a sign what you should be creating more of. Then the days 26 and 27, you want to create your first retargeting ad, meaning you are directly going to be asking from the people and target every single person that's already interacted with your organic content and run an ad to that group of people so that you can go ahead and ask for their email, ask to fill out the form, ask to go to your website, whatever the case may be, whatever it is that you might be selling. You want to have people get to the website and get into your funnel and get converted into a sale, of course. Now, once you've done this whole monthly 30-day plan, you want to see, okay, what happened this month and how can I improve this? How can I automate this? How can I systemize this? And how can I build a team around this that can actually do this for me over and over again, so that all you have to do is focus on filming the content and making sure your team is very well trained to read the data and improve the content over time. That being said, this gets us to the end of the video, and creating content isn't about spamming videos and getting as many views as possible. As you can see and tell by the end of this video, it's about building the right strategy, actually getting people that are qualified for your product or service to your personal brand and converting them into a sale. So I hope this was valuable enough to you. If you want to learn more from me, go ahead and check out the other videos on my channel where basically I explain everything that I do for free, or you can check out some of my testimonials. If you do decide that you want to work with me or you need my help scaling and monetizing your personal brand, feel free to just book a call below. Again, as you can see, I'm asking here now, but I also hope that I've been providing insane amounts of value before I even started asking for this. And if you don't want to book a call, I hope this was valuable. I'll see you in the next video, and as always, peace out.